No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today I'm bringing y'all a long-awaited interview with the one and only K-Mac the Great.
Stop playing with me. You know what the going on. It's K-Mac tapping in with y'all from the Friendly Fade Factory. We in this.
And he is nothing if not energetic.
Yes, I am.
Let's put it that way. All right, K-Mac, how you feeling?
How I'm feeling, man. I'm feeling good, man. We in the building,
Really?
we in the building. We in the building, I'm feeling good. Good energy. Ready to give a good message. Some people will never forget.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into your story though. You're from Long Beach?
No, so I'm actually from Los Angeles.
Okay.
It was funny when I heard you say that, but I do. So my boy Strictly Business is from Long Beach, and he introduced me to Long Beach, and so I really made Long Beach my second home, but I'm actually from Los Angeles.
Okay, where at?
Yeah.
Like where
Okay, so I grew up in Westmont area. I grew up in Westmont area, so around Normandy and Century, but I don't gangbang. But yeah, that's kind of where I grew up at. So you feel me?
What kind of childhood you have? Like what was it like?
Okay, so childhood. What was it like growing up? Like childhood, it was. I was pretty goofy, always funny like that. I was kind of seen of the kind of like a weirdo to people because I was real goofy. I was real goofy like that, like class clown. And
where do you think you got that from? Like that made you want to act like that? Was that just natural personality or?
Yeah, that was my natural personality, was goofy and class clown and shit like that. But as I got older, why I got so serious and so everything is because once you go through shit, when you go through shit, it's you would never put people in a position to think they could play with you like that and shit like that. So it's when you go through certain shit, you move a certain way so it don't happen again.
For sure. What kind of parental structure did you have? You have both parents around or?
Okay, so I didn't have my dad around.
Okay.
My mom was around. My dad would come around once a year. I would see him or something like that. Give me a stack of money, all the money he got or something like that. And I remember it forever. And then that's how it was. But he actually got deported back to Belize. I'm from
recently
Belize.
or a while back?
He got deported, I'll say I don't even know how old I was. I was in 8th grade or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn. So you think that f***ed you up in the head not having your pops around?
Yeah, I think it did something not having my pops around because it's let's say if you got one teacher and you could have two teachers.
Right.
You could be learning from two different angles, two different people. And it's I eventually, my pops eventually came in my life. So now I talk to him daily and stuff like that. And it's he will explain something to me in 30 seconds that my mom couldn't explain to me my whole life. Or she been trying to explain this to me and she can't get through, and he explains it in 30 seconds in a way I just understand. It's
yeah, I mean, we all know that men and women are completely different. Yeah. And even I my kid's only 5, but I see it where my wife just has a different type of connection with her. And I'm sure if we had a son, he's just going to understand the world through my viewpoint a lot easier than through hers. When it comes to a lot of different stuff, but in particular about, as a man, having to stand up for yourself, having to know how to move around. It's got to be tough to not have a pops around at a certain point, especially knowing that he was in the city or whatever and that he wasn't necessarily around. That must have made you kind of curious as a kid.
You know what? My dad is he's the #1 selling artist in the history of Belize.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he does music. Yeah, he does. He does music. I was out there in Belize and seeing him on billboards and shit. He's huge out there.
Really?
He's huge out there.
What?
Yeah. So right now he's in Mexico though, but so he was always doing his thing. So I never hated on him. So when he popped up, he would have a new car every time, basically this rapper image. But I never really too much fed into it because I'm you're not around me like that, so I ain't gonna feed it too much. But I knew he was doing his thing. I knew that.
Well, I mean, was he not experiencing that success until he got deported?
Nah, he was experiencing that while he was here.
Here too?
Time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why he would say he didn't have a lot of time. He was always busy doing music, selling CDs, and he would be pushing them by himself, walk up, buy my music.
For sure. You want to go to Belize one day? You ain't been out there yet?
So I've been to Belize before.
You have? Okay.
I actually know people out there. We actually got property out there. My family got property out there.
Oh, that's
my
sick.
grandpa. So
you like it out there as opposed to the LA area?
Yeah, so out there, I like it. It's pretty dope. I mean, like, you know, you go on the porch and, you know, you got alligators and shit in the yard and jaguars and shit. But
Oh, that's hard.
yeah, jaguars and shit.
Okay, so what kind of like experiences do you have that sort of took you out of that sort of goofy mind state they were talking about that made you start being a little bit more serious?
So, I mean, I'm still pretty funny and shit like that. I'm still pretty funny and pretty goofy. I just like, I'm only gonna be like that when I'm comfortable with you and not just like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm only gonna be like that sometimes. So like with the internet, I'm not gonna be that super comfortable with the internet because I might not be playing with the internet right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't playing with the internet and like, I'm too serious sometimes. So like a lot of people, they be in the comments, they say what they'll do to me or something like that, and you won't do nothing to me. So it's like, I don't understand what make people think they'll do something to me. Like they got something in them I don't got in me. You feel what I'm saying? And what make me get out the goofiness is just like, you feel me? I can't always like Kodak said, it ain't always ice cream, everything. Like shit is so serious. Like shit is so serious, bro. Like, so you know what I'm saying? I'm just be like ready to trip any second.
But okay, how'd you avoid the gangbang shit? Since I'm sure that was all around you from a young age.
So how did I avoid the gangbang shit? Was like, so one way how I avoided it was my mama didn't play that shit. My mama didn't play that shit. So one time she actually thought I got put on the gang because my cousin was looking for me. My cousin was looking for me, and he had went over to where my homies be at, and he was like down the street where the kids hang out, and he was like, "Hey, y'all seen Kamir?" And they was like, "The one from PJ's." But my crowd that I was hanging with, they were all brothers, and they were all from PJ's. They were all from PJ's, so they were from PJ's. I was not from PJ's. So that's what I'm saying. So they was like, "The one from PJ's," and then he was like, "What?" And then he told my mama that. And then at the time, I had also gotten a fight with the homie. And he whipped my ass. So he socked my my tooth through my lip.
Oh shit!
Like he socked my tooth through my lip.
And so your mom's on high alert. She thought you got jumped in.
Exactly. Yeah. So she thought I got jumped in the gang. And when I came in the house, blah!
And you're telling her like, "No, I didn't," but she's not believing you.
I ain't even gonna say what I got hit with.
Really?
I ain't even gonna say what I got hit with, but just know I got hit like just with some nigga I hit with some furniture. Like,
wow.
I'm telling you, like.
But so it must have taken a lot of self-confidence and determination to not join a gang or whatever, just because I feel like if you don't join one gang, the other ones are going to be right outside your door looking for you or whatever.
It's like either or. It's like this. Look, if I join a gang right now, it's going to be people out here looking for me to kill me. Yeah. I'm going to be in danger. If I don't join a gang, what I'm going to do, get beat up or something? I'm going to get beat up if I join a gang by somebody who's bigger than me.
Yeah. But I feel like once you make it out of that sort of like high school age, then you start getting a lot of respect for being willing to stand alone and stay away from it, you know? Yeah,
so for sure, like people respect me for not joining a gang, and then it's like, man, I know everybody. That's why like I'll be cool. I'll walk around my shirt off, whatever. I don't give a where I'm at. I don't gang. They ain't looking for me. If they pull up shooting, they not looking for me. They ain't looking for me, so I don't give a fuck.
So when did you start taking self-defense seriously, though? Because I feel like you probably, without the gang protection or whatever, you were kind of like, all right, well, if I'm going to be out here solo dolo, I got to learn how to fade somebody.
So when I start learning how to fight was that I went viral for throwing some bullshit ass punches in the living room, and then I'm like, okay, well then show me how to throw the punches properly.
Right.
And they started showing me how to throw the punches properly. I ended up sparring one of my homies, and when I ended up sparring him and this group of people, the shit went viral, and then people started asking like, can we pull up and get down with you? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And so I started fighting people like every week, doing events, getting down people every week.
Just on the street or?
Yeah, on the street.
Really?
I started at my granny house.
And you weren't worried about it? You were just down to fight whenever?
Yeah, I was just down to fight because I always had it in me. That's why I say like I always had it in me to like, always had it in me, but once I got around certain shit, it just turned what was in me to the next level. Like I wouldn't say turn what was in me to the next level. It's just like I was. If you introduce a certain type of person to a certain type of, they gonna go crazy with it. Like if you already energetic and shit like that, and you start boxing, you gonna be a fast puncher. You gonna be a quick person. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you just kind of took to it right away. Did you start doing like actual boxing training at like a gym?
Never did boxing training. I just got down with people who box, and what he learned, I'm gonna learn that too. When you throw a punch a certain way, I'm gonna copy that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. So you still to this day haven't really done a lot of boxing training?
Bro, still to this day, I have not trained in a gym for 3 months straight my whole life.
Oh, wow. That's crazy because there's got to be a lot of people who kind of have their eyes on you because now you have a certain amount of clout and stuff. Yeah. I would think that sort of boxing teams out there might be wanting to, sign you, get involved.
Yeah. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they step up. Because I got it what's in me. Like you can't give it to somebody. It's world-class champion shit. You put me in the ring with me, somebody in this, you saying you this type of man, I'm telling you I'm this type of man. Somebody is finna leave not the person they said they was. Somebody finna leave different. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody might not sleep the same no more after this shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure it ain't me. When I step in that ring, you might die in that. So you know what? Shit, I might kill in that ring. You know what I'm saying? We got a waiver sign, we got everything. When we step in that ring, you in there with a spirit. Like you in there with a spirit, and it's gonna be yours versus mine. It's like I might get hit in my face, boom, but that might make me start swinging like crazy. Like either I'm gonna give up or I'm gonna give it everything I got.
But so when you said that you had a clip go viral, that you like basically not looking good as a fighter, how old were you at that time?
I was at that time. That was about 2 years ago.
Oh, only
so
2 years.
At that time, I was about 27.
Okay.
Yeah, but I wasn't fighting anything. I was just like.
But did that? Okay. So it didn't like you up that bad. Like how viral did it go? It was just on like a couple little Instagram pages and shit.
It went viral because at the time I had like 500 followers or something like that, and the post ended up doing like how many, like probably like 5 million views or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
And so would you say you were like a little embarrassed and that like really drove you to get better?
I wasn't embarrassed because I know I'll f somebody up, and then I know I'll f somebody up with that shit regardless, and then I also was willing to learn. Yeah. So I was like not embarrassed.
It just sounds so dangerous to be willing to like fight people on the street because obviously, you get knocked out on the street, you might fall back, smack your head on the ground, crack your skull open. It's like, so many bad scenarios that could come from that. Well, you ain't really had any bad injuries like that while fighting on the street? Okay, so fighting on the street, I have never ever even been dropped. Well, I've been dropped one time. I've been dropped one time, which was like recently. I recently was dropped. I was dropped in prison, and only reason why I was like got dropped was because I had like my jaw was all swollen and shit. Like my jaw was all shit. No, it was like swollen because I had like an abscess. I was in prison. I had like an abscess right here, big ass face. I got in a fight with the shit and hit me, and it popped and shit like that. But yeah, so that was the only time I ever got dropped, like in my life, and that never ever have I got dropped. I mean, yeah, in fights, I've been in a ton of fights. I fought 5 people back to back when I was in prison. For no reason, low key, they said they just wanted to test my hands because I'm a non-affiliate. Really? So you're fighting other non-affiliates, or you fighting gang members? Really? I fought the homie from BPS. I fought the homie from Southside Compton Crip. I fought the homie from Harbor City Crip. I fought that was 3. I fought the homie from Brick Boy Crip, and then the fifth one. The fifth one, it was one more, and I can't even remember the nigga. But it seems pretty unfair that you're like a non-affiliate. You got to fight 5 guys in a row. They don't even have beef with you. They just want to see if you're a good fighter. I mean, yeah, they just wanted to. Well, what happened was, I'll tell you what happened. What happened was, I poked the dude from BPS, and that's what happened. So that started the whole shit. Okay. So they was like. And I was cool with all of them. These was like, I was cool with them too. They was cool with me, everything. I hang with them. But yeah, that happened because I was in jail. We was bored. We was actually in prison. So it ain't like in the county where they just tripping like that. This was in prison, but I was in the YLP dorm. I was playing dominoes. I got up to use the restroom. I came back. The dude from BPS was in my seat.
Dude from BPS was in my seat, and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say his name, give him a shout out. You know, Jay Grimy was in my seat. Jay Grimy was in my seat.
You poked him?
Yeah,
like just gave him a little.
It's a dude named Jay Grimy. He was in my seat.
You gave him a little stab, like yeah.
Nah. So dude from Southside Compton, he tell the homie Thugger, he tell the nigga, he said, you better not let Cuz take your seat. And then I'm like looking at him, and then the nigga Jay Grimy like, blood, you better not touch me. And then so I poked him. I poked him just to like stand up for myself some type of way. And then after I poked him, I left though. Like I let him have a seat, but I still poked him. So I went to my rack. When I went back to my rack, they was like, hey, K-Mac, put your boots on. Like you got phase, bro. Put your boots on. So I put my boots on and shit. They like, Jay Grimy want to get down with you. So when I go in the restroom, it's not even Jay Grimy. I don't even see Jay Grimy. It's the homie A1. He get down with me. He take off on me. And it's funny because the homie ain't got no neck. If you know A1, you know that nigga ain't got no neck. So he take off on me. He's small though. So I'm just fighting him. I'm fighting him. I'm keeping him at bay easily. I ain't trying to do too much because I'm in prison. You can't even win as a non-affiliate. You can't just be beating niggas up because they'll be like, we gotta show that we in the gang, we more dominant. We can't let non-affiliates have any dominance. If it's like ants, you know how they say the ants with the crickets. If you let one do this, then they'll all get together and think this. Like you know what I'm saying, some shit like that. So I didn't want to hurt him too much, but I kind of put tips on him. So his other homie was like, "Watch out, that's the homie." So the dude from Brick Boys, I got down with him. What's his name? His name like KB. Little short dude with waves. I get down with him. He's small, so it's like I'm fighting him. I ain't trying to do too much, but he like putting emphasis like all this extra out shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, whatever. Get down with him. After that, after I got down with him, I feel like I got down with the homie Thugger from Southside. This was like my bunkie. Like this is my bunkie. I gotta get out with my bunkie, and he really me. He hitting, boom, boom, boom. He squabbled me. He got a squabble. He really know how to squabble. I get down with gang. After that, I can't remember who the fourth person was, but it was 5 of them. I can't remember who the fourth person was, but I fought him, and then lastly, I fought the dude Jay Grimy, and he just had like dumb hands. And it was like I was squabbling Jay Grimy, like he just had dumb hands, but we didn't get down that long.
But so how did you end up in prison in the first place?
So how I ended up in prison was I went down for when I was young. I went down for strong arm robberies. Like I went down for strong arm robberies. I was like a little menace as a youngster. Like I was a menace, and I wouldn't just say I was a menace. It was like more so like this was the only way I knew how to get money. Everybody I knew around me that knew how to get money, I'm like, how do we get money? Yeah. How you have money? How do I get money? Like you got it. And they was like, nigga, I'll show you how to get money. Come on. And they like, this how we get money, K-Mac. And so I'm like, okay, this how I get money. That's all the I knew. Nobody never said, oh, I got a job. That's how I got it. Like they didn't say that. They was like, that's how I got the money. So, you know, at the time I went down for this shit. I went down for 8 robberies. Some of them in the same day at different time. Like imagine like I got a case, I caught a case at 11 in the morning, and then I got another case at 3 in the evening. Different charges, same day.
Wow. So you heard about how to rob somebody, and you basically just started maxing it out. You're like, I'm gonna just do this all day.
Yeah, I was like, I was bad. Like,
so this was like very early in your robbing career. Like you didn't even get a chance to do it for too long before you got picked up?
I was bad. I was bad. I mean, I was bad. I was bad. Like I was bad. I was horrible. I was horrible with the shit. You feel me? But I really didn't. Like I said, I didn't know no better and shit like that. I didn't know no better.
And who you robbing? Like the store or like?
No, like people. Like
okay, yeah.
People. Like I was like bullying people. Like I was like snatching people up. Like, come here.
Oh, that's real bad. Yeah.
Thank you.
You didn't even have a gun on you?
Like, no.
You were just doing it.
I was just doing it. Like I was hungry. Like I was hungry. Yeah. Like you gotta remember, like somebody hungry and they got 2 options. To them, they don't got many options. It's like I got this or this. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and maybe like you said, something with about father, maybe that would have had a different output. Maybe I had thought about having different choices, but I didn't have father to tell me like, you know, this or that. Like I say, I'm trying to figure out how to get money. And yeah, maybe I wouldn't have been trying to figure out how to get money. If my
feel,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
But your mom wasn't always like telling you had to figure out how to get a job or whatever? She didn't really...
So my mom was like very against it. So when I was 17, my mom came home and my little brother told her like, Kamir stole your money. Here he got $100 or something like that. She like, what? And she didn't have no money missing, but she like, where you get $100 from? And then I didn't want to tell her. And she was like, if you don't tell me where you get this money from, you got to get the up on my house. And I start packing my shit. And I left and never went back.
Damn.
So I was 17.
So you caught all those cases. How much time you ended up getting?
I ended up getting 5 with 85.
Whoa.
So yeah, I got 5 years with 85.
And that was your first offense?
That was my first offense. I had never been to prison ever.
Wow.
I had never been to prison, but I needed to take my ass to jail. Like I needed to take my ass to jail. Some people, you go to jail, you know you needed to go to jail. Like you know, some people you doing shit, you know you're going to jail. You out here pistol whipping people, taking their cars. You don't think you're going to go to jail? Yeah. You know you're going to go to jail. And when you go to jail, you know you needed to go to jail, nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we just going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I needed to go to jail. I was very burnt out. When I look at who I was, I look back at that shit like, damn, that nigga was burnt out. Or like,
and imagine if you had just gotten lucky for a couple of years doing this shit. Think about how much worse shit you would have got into because you would have felt invincible.
I did, and I was that way.
Yeah,
I did, and I was that way. I was running away from helicopters and getting away and all type of shit like that. Like I was like they had posters of me. Like, do you know this man? Like,
wow. Damn, posters is crazy. Oh, so you were going for a little while before you got caught. Okay.
Yeah. I was like 5 years. I was like 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
4 or 5 years, like on a career.
Really?
On like a career type shit. Like I was pretty burnt out.
That's a scary way to make a living. Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't for me. It wasn't scary. Like I was down. Like it wasn't scary for me. Like it was like, imagine like feeling homeless or some shit. Like imagine like you ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
You ain't got nothing. Like, you feel me? Like you gonna get what you gotta get. Like you gonna get what you gotta get. You in certain predicaments, and then it's like you getting taught a certain mindset. Like people are teaching me a certain mindset. Like, oh, this is how you get money. Like,
but so when you got out of prison, or like during your time in prison, were you thinking about how you were gonna change your life once you got out, or did prison make you worse?
Okay, so when I got out of prison, I knew I was not going back. I will die before I go back to this. Like, I will die before I go back to this. Like, you feel me? Like, no cap. Like, you feel me? Like you feel me? Like, I don't want to say nothing that'll change my future, but I don't play that. I don't give a what's going on. Like, I'm really like on some shit. Like, I'm really on some shit. Like, when I say I ain't going back, I ain't going back. So like, if somebody was to put me in a situation where I would go back to jail, I would them up. I would them up in front of the police. I would do whatever I would not give a like, if you take me away from my daughter, I'm about to do some shit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But so, okay, when you got out, what was the game plan? Like, how'd you approach life after? Or do you have any other crazy stories from prison? I'm just curious.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Any other wild shit going down?
Yeah, so I remember one time the whole dorm fought over my haircut.
Explain.
Every single black in the dorm got down over my haircut.
What was your haircut?
So
I'm assuming it was different than it is now. It's pretty regular right now.
Yeah, so it was regular haircut. But what happened was so I get my hair cut by the dude from this dude named Louis from San Diego. He was from San Diego. I think he was from like Luis Vista.
Okay.
I think he was from like Luis Vista. Yeah, his name was Louis. So he cut my hair and he my shit up, and he say something. He say something or something like that, and then or he say somebody said something about the homie A1, the little dude with no neck that I had got down with. Right. So he said somebody said something, and then A1 said, like, I didn't say that. Like, on the dead homies, I didn't say that. Nigga, you say that, and if you saying I said that, like, we can get down. So, or something like that. Like, so they end up getting into it or something. And then my boy Fish from East Coast, this nigga was, like, burnt the out. So he was in the dorm and he was like super burnt out. So I don't even remember what happened, but all I remember this nigga saying is like, nigga, Crips need fades. All the Crips need fades. If you a Crip and you don't fight, you a bitch. And so like, that's how he initiated that. He said that, and so the Bloods lined it up with them niggas. So all the Bloods and all the Crips got down. Boom. But I'm sitting right there, fadeless, didn't fight nobody, and they like, niggas over here walking around with black eyes, busted lips. Now they coming back from the bathroom. They done got down. They like, came back like, we should f you up. Like, what you gonna f me up for, nigga? I didn't do shit. Like, on me, like, they looking like we should jump you, nigga. Like, all of us should f you up. Because we just fought over your haircut. And I'm like, nigga.
Yo, like, how rare is it to be a tuna in jail or in prison?
And okay, so it's kind of kind of rare. It's kind of rare. So like, let's say the dorm I was in, it had about 50 people. It was like 20 something blacks. Out of all the blacks, I was the only non-affiliate that survived in the dorm. So every non-affiliate there had got beat up and rolled up. They were lasting like 2 weeks. They were lasting 1 day.
So it's not some shit of like, oh, he's a non-affiliate, so let's leave him alone. It's like, he's a non-affiliate, let's press him.
He's a non-affiliate. Like, he's a non-affiliate. What's the game for today? What's the game for today? What's the game for today? Like, we gonna beat this nigga up. We gonna have him squabble somebody. We gonna what's the game for today?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But
like,
you never thought about going PC or whatever?
Nah. No, it was like, I'm gonna die before I do that. I'm gonna die before I do that. Like, you know, when it go to my shit, like, man, like, I can't live with that shit. Like, I can't go PC and then live with it and wake up with it and go in the street. And now I'm getting looked at like this. Like, nah, you just gotta do what you gotta do to me. Like, we finna go up. Like,
yeah. Do you think that like experience that you got having to fight so much in there, is that kind of what made you who you are today?
Yeah, I definitely do. That was like my conditioning. And then it was like, I was there for I was in the prison CRC for 8 months, and I had caught 13 fades. Like I said, 5 of them was in 1 day. Wow. So I was damn near fighting like on the schedule. I'm not gonna lie, when 6 months came up and I didn't fight, I start feeling weird. So like, it's like my life is off. Like, everything is off. Like, something is going, like, because I didn't fight. Like, it would just be like some weird something over my head. If I didn't fight every 6 months, it's like I had got so used to it. And it was like, yeah, I just had to fight. I had to fight. And even like on the street, if it wasn't so long without me getting in a fight, I'd be like, I'm feeling something. Like, I know after I fight, I'd be good. So that definitely conditioned me. Like I said, I always had it in me. And so, like how I say, like, before I let this happen, I die. I always had that mindset. So when it comes to boxing, it makes me a good boxer. Like, before I let this nigga beat my ass, I'd rather die. Like, you feel me? So when I go to training, like, I'm like, I'm tired. I'm like, you know what? That he ain't finna whoop my ass. I'd rather die than let that happen. So I'm like,
I mean, I know for me, like, sparring, even with the headgear on and the gloves, was still like some of the most intense shit I ever had to do. And like, even just getting hit in the side of the head with the headgear on was still just like, my neck and head just hurt so bad. But comparing sparring to fighting with no gloves in prison over and over, where if you fall down you're gonna crack your head open on the ground, I mean, it must feel like a cakewalk doing the sparring.
Yeah, so like, yeah, like, I mean, I was like, yeah, I was really like that. So like, on my knuckles, I don't know if y'all can see it or nothing like that, but I had put K-Mac. I had tattooed K-Mac on my knuckles on my right hand. And so the reason I did that was when I socked somebody and they know who did it. Yeah, I was like that. And then right here I got like, I have my hands in prison. Like, I got, because I had actually socked through a window that was behind me. I socked through a window and broke that shit with my hand. And then I still had to fight the nigga. Like, it was like, my shit was leaking blood like on the Scary Movie. And he like, bro, I need that. Like, because he couldn't with me. So he was like, bro, I need another one. I don't give a fuck. Real. And I was just like, put that shit on there. Get out with him.
As soon as I see the other person bleeding all over the place, the last thing I want to do is touch him.
yeah, that shit get the fuck out of here. But honestly, speaking on that, I wanted to beat Aaron Plumber ass, and then when I beat his ass, I wanted to have some of his blood on my gloves, wipe that shit on my pants, and hang that shit up at my house. Because you was playing with me.
Yeah.
He was playing with me, and what did he do? He said that the way he disrespected me, I had never been disrespected that way before in my life. So he had said, I was on the stream with Aiden, and he had said, he was like, I let her talk, she need to let me talk. And I'm like, damn, like that was disrespectful as like that was worse than calling me a bitch. Like that was like, I'd never seen somebody refer to a man as her. I'd never even seen that shit before.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna him up.
That's crazy that he would say that though, because the only people I ever really known who do that is gay dudes. Because I remember one time I was on a date with a girl and she had some gay roommates, and I walk into her apartment and one of the gay dudes looks up at me and just goes to her. He goes, she's cute. And I just remember being like, what the like, I was so confused. So that's crazy that Aaron had that in his bag of tricks. That's wild. That so how did you even get thrown in the mix of being somebody to fight Aaron the Plumber in the first place, though? Where did that come from?
So I was just doing one of my little Friendly Fade Factory events on a Sunday at out there in Long Beach, where we be at. I ain't gonna disclose the location, but yeah, he called me. He was like, "Hey, bro, I want to fight you. I want to get out. You want to get out with me?"
And you had never argued with him before or anything?
Yeah, I did. I actually did. I didn't argue with him. I wanted to fight him just because I knew that he was someone higher up and like in the game with the fades.
Yeah, you whoop him. That's kind of like boom. Your name is sort of made in a way. Yeah.
Exactly. And for me, I felt like the only people that people names was like in the fade world, people was looking at was Aaron the Plumber and 4 Extras. Like people kept saying fight 4 Extras or fight Aaron the Plumber. So I'm like looking at these names and I'm like, okay, if I fight these people, if it's gonna give me this certain reputation and this respect and it's gonna bring this bag, like bring it on, like let's squabble up. Yeah. There's nothing to it. Like it's no hate with it. It's no nothing. And speaking of that, right on topic, Spody Face said he'd get out with me, so I got these mitts for him. So because he gonna need this shit. You feel me? If you think you can f with me, like you gonna need this. He gonna need this. I got him some gloves too.
Mouth guard.
Leave it. I'm gonna leave it for him.
Wow.
I'm gonna leave it for him because you gonna need this shit. You feel me? You can't just f with me off the dribble. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Face. You heard that?
That's crazy. But
we got a fade for you, brother.
Yeah, exactly. But like I'm saying, it's we gonna. I respect. You know what I mean? He calling out a fade. I don't think it's like nothing burnt out. It's like he want to get down for the same how I said with Aaron. Like, oh, I do the fade shit. Respect, like it come with all the shit. Like, oh, y'all respect him in the squabbles. Like, I'll squabble him. Like, I feel like it's on that. Yeah. But at the same time, you gonna need these mitts. You're gonna have to get ready. You're gonna have to get ready.
Wow. Okay, that's fire. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy because with you and Aaron the Plumber, you were the betting favorite going into that, which is kind of impressive because if you just look at him, he's hella muscular, big ass brolic dude, and you're a little bit skinnier and shit. But the dudes who are making the odds, I guess they seen your fight footage, they saw some shit of him, and they decided that you were the favorite, which must have felt pretty good going into that. Yeah, I mean,
I knew what I came to do. Like, I'm writing a book. My life is a book. I'm writing a book and I'm writing this shit myself. I ain't finna put nothing in this. I don't want to go in here. So when I wake up, I'm moving that way. I'm thinking of this, that. I'm thinking of every scenarios. I'm thinking of this and that and how I would rather my story end than to go a certain way. I'm thinking of that shit every day. And so he stood no chance. Like his best bet, everything happens for a reason. His best bet was to stay the fuck away from me. You feel what I'm saying? And like I say, people die in the ring, all type of shit. The way how I'm coming, who would have known? Who knows? He could have got hit in his head the wrong way, all type of shit.
And think about how crazy it was that when we were on the Discord live stream call or whatever with Aiden, he had a bottle of tequila that he was chugging out of. Yeah. And I thought that was a joke. I'm like, nah, he ain't drinking like, a week before the fight or whatever. And then when I was talking to 607 Unk and we were talking about Aaron the Plumber, he was kind of saying like, yeah, he's a bad alcoholic. Like he just drinks way too much. Yeah. So I don't know.
Fucking weirdo. Dude is, so this dude right here. Yeah, we on the shit. This dude take like 3 shots and he take a shot. He like, yeah, we on, yeah, Brodusky. He take a fucking shot. Yeah. And then he like, all right, okay, I see you. And then like, yeah, he take another one. Wow, he take 3 shots in less than 2 minutes. Like 3 shots. I'm like, damn. And then, but they said, like, They say like the nigga say it was water or some shit, but man, he was doing all that. Like man, and that's why I knew he wasn't finna show the up. He never took this shit serious. Like he never took this shit serious. You doing all this publicity shit. Like you in a turtle costume, punching a bag. You doing all this goofy shit, saying all the shit you gonna do. You getting all this promo. But when it comes to like doing real shit, you ain't really you not showing us on a diet. You not showing none of the real shit. I seen you getting a cheeseburger, talking about you just got a free burger and shit like that. Like we finna fight. Why is you not acting like somebody that got a fight coming up? You know what I'm saying?
And I thought that he just like, bailed out of the fight and just didn't want to do it. But I was talking to my boy Jordan from Brand Risk, who does the whole thing with Aiden, and Jordan was kind of telling me like that not only did he go to his doctor and get diagnosed with like broken fingers or whatever reason he said he couldn't fight, but then they made him go to a separate doctor because they were really trying to confirm that he actually had an injury, and they said that their doctor confirmed it as well. But still, it just stood out as kind of spooky. Like, why are you doing that 2 days before the fight when K-Mac is already out there and shit?
Yeah, so let's say, case scenario, his finger actually is up. His finger actually is up. Okay, let's say his shit really up. The shit happened a year ago. You talking about some shit that happened on Zeus Network. You been thinking they finna kill you for forever. You ain't been with them. All right. 2 days before the fight, you doing the world's hardest flying push-up. Did you see that shit on his page?
I didn't see it. I've been blocked for a while. Yeah.
He must got you blocked. He jumping up, touching his toes in the air. This shit is hilarious. Like, he's doing the world's hardest push-ups 2 days before. Wow. And you doing all this shit before. Your shit been up for a year. So what's the problem? What's the problem now? And then when we fight, you know that we have to find 2 weeks out, gotta get medically cleared. Yeah. You got medically cleared 2 weeks out. And now this year,
huge pain in the ass. You got to drive to all these different doctors and shit.
Come on, bro.
It's a whole day.
Checked, everything. Yeah. Everything. Eyes checked, all of that shit. And so now you mean to tell me 2 days before you got tendinitis, nigga?
Tendinitis is crazy. I got tendinitis too, and it was a pain in the ass getting ready for that fight because it really does hurt like a. But it's not something that just pops up. It's like, and if anything, it's like you should take it easy in the like week or 10 days before the fight so that your forearms will feel better and shit, because that's really like where the pain is kind of like radiating through from your elbow and shit. Yeah,
that's what he said. He said he got his elbow injured, and then I heard that he had got up sparring like 6 days before. Why the fuck are you sparring 6 days before? That's why I had hit him up. I told him I said look I hope you I said if you still training, it's too late for you. We 2 weeks into the fight. If you still training, it's too late. I'm about to stop training and I'm ready to just beat your ass. Now I'm just sleeping, resting my body, cucumbers on my eyes, getting ready to beat your ass. So this dude is like, he like, what, bro? You popping it. You ain't gonna do that. Bet your whole purse that you don't whip me. Bet your whole purse, whatever. See, now you saying bet your whole purse, whatever. Like, you ain't finna show up to the shit. Yeah. You ain't finna show up. You ever talking about bet everything? Like, you don't seem that serious. Like, you really finna.
It's crazy how it's the dudes who are the loudest about how tough they are. Cause I noticed the same thing with Bosco. Bosco makes videos on Instagram every day talking about how tough he is, how he's making fun of King Pill because King Pill lost his fight. But it's like, bro, you duck the fight. You let them put you on a flyer and then you didn't show up. You made up a injury. It's like, and that's what I got from talking to Aiden Ross and Brand Risk, is that like they book fights all the time and the people just bail. Like, it's like people want to sign up for it, they like the idea of it, but then when it gets close to it, they just get scared and they just don't want to do it.
You know what? Speaking on King Pill, because King Pill was solid. Like, King Pill was always solid with me. I seen all the trolling shit he did, all of that shit that he do, burnt out quality shit, very burnt out shit. And I never like judged the dude for his burnt out ass content. And when he hit me up, I didn't like. But the dude said something like he wanted to fight. He told me he wanted to fight. He wanted to squabble up on my platform. Like, I want to do this shit. I want to do it for real. I'm ready to beat somebody up or get my ass beat, I don't even care, whatever. So I'm like, okay, he's serious, whatever. Then he starts saying like, I'll fight you. I'll get down with you. Like, what's up? And then I'm like, knowing he gonna make some content off this shit for sure or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know this dude like content and shit. I know I'm expecting him to try to make content off this shit, whatever. I'm telling him like, look, you can't fight me because I say for one, you can't. I say for one, you can't fuck with me. And you said you trying to like beat somebody up or something. That's not gonna happen if you fight me. You gonna just be getting knocked out. It ain't gonna be no fight. So he was like, I like the confidence, but yeah, I want to get down or whatever. He said that in my inbox, but I said I can't fight you because I'm signed to Brand Risk and I can't do that. Right. I can't set up any type of match and I'm signed to Brand Risk. You know what I'm saying? So he was saying like, oh man, like you scary or something, like basically saying like I'm scary or like kind of taunting me after I said that. I'm like, you should understand what I'm saying. So since you're doing that, I'm gonna block you because I'm not about to let you agitate me and just like annoy me and make me feel away. And I can't, it ain't like, feel me? I'm not finna like do no burnt out shit. I'm not some gangster. I'm not about to come shoot you because you got on my nerves. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not even gonna let him get to me. I'm gonna block him.
It's crazy because I was just telling Brand Risk, I'm like, hey, I got this guy King Pill. I think he's a star. If you guys put him on a card, like he's down to fight whoever, I think it would be great. The only problem is that you're 190, he's 290.
Okay, so but the thing is that I heard that once we fight heavyweight, like we can fight. It don't matter. Like, and if that's the case, then we should.
Exactly. I think as long as you're a 191. You could fight anybody who's a heavyweight.
Yeah, so I could be like 200. I mean, I could hit like 200. Yeah. I could hit 200 for sure. Right now, to this last time I got on the scale, I was 205.
Oh, okay.
Like 3 days ago.
But you got down to 190 for the Aaron the Plumber fight.
Yeah, for Aaron the Plumber fight, we were going to fight at whatever weight, as long as it was more than 191.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it was like cool. Like they told me, like, show up 500 pounds, it's cool.
I mean, with King Pill, it's like, and it would just be crazy because I feel like your biggest advantage is just that you're fast.
Yeah.
And with him, I mean, he's a big fat ass. Like he's slow as shit. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I mean, he might be able to hit hard, but the speed difference would be crazy. 100-pound difference is insane.
Yeah. It would. But you got to remember that he calling me out. So speaking on him, I was gonna say like, yeah, I was kind of wanted to fight Spody Face and King Pill. And after them two dudes, like for one, I was gonna fight Spody Face because he said he wanted to fight or something like that. And if we can get it on like platform like Brand Risk, if we can get him to fight on Brand Risk or something like that, it's cool. I fight him because he like a street dude. I know that people respect him in the streets and stuff like that. And like I say, like if you somebody high, like if you somebody that people put you up, like they put you up, if people look at you a certain way, if you want to fight me, I will gladly come like snatch some of these, or I will come snatch some of this aura and now that shit is mine.
But so from your perspective, would you be down to fight like anybody in your weight class, or would you be more concerned with picking out somebody you thought was like a good fight for you?
I mean, like for me, it's like you could fight a gang of people. That'd be like, shit, it's 50 people in here, let's fight them all. But at the same time, it's like, bro, how many times you want to put yourself at risk for injury? And if you're doing it, like who is you doing it for and why is you doing it? And then it's like every time you go in there, you might get brain damage. Like the shit, dumb, stupid, serious. Yeah. And like, you feel me? And a lot of people, they fight, they don't know how to fight. You fighting people that don't know how to fight. These niggas is getting confidence from niggas who don't know how to fight.
Yeah. I mean, that is one weird thing about being around so many street dudes versus like the boxing community is that a lot of boxing dudes, they're pretty humble, like maybe behind the scenes. Obviously, they're going to talk shit in the lead up to the fight, but they're pretty humble because they know that even if they're pretty good, you're not Floyd Mayweather. Exactly. You're not Ryan Garcia. You're not like a top of the line dude. Whereas a lot of gangster dudes are like, I could beat up anybody. Like I could beat up anybody. And it's kind of like, I don't know where that confidence necessarily comes from. I love it. I love the confidence, but it's like not really like you've never boxed anyone. So you really don't really know who you're gonna.
So this what I would say is like I'm not like putting nothing down, but I'm understanding it from a different world. These people, some people everybody lives in their own world. And you got to understand, like, somebody might come to you and talk crazy like that. You understand that in that man's house, he is that man.
Right.
He and some, you know what I'm saying? He is that man. He's in that world. In his world, he's in his own world. You get what I'm saying? So it's like people live in a world, they might got no hands or something, but where they come from, they might be the toughest person there.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So when they step up to you, they feeling like the toughest person. But the thing is, this is something I love saying. I just talked to the homie about this the other day. I said sometimes people be this person and it's just in their head and it's in their world. Not only in their head, it's in their world. It's in their world. Like, it's to you, it's to your mother, it's to your kids, it's to your family. It's in your world. Yeah. But in everybody else's world, that shit don't count. Like, you got hands, but to who? Yeah. You got hands, but to who? So you can fight, but to who? So Mayweather can fight, but can Mayweather fight to an MMA person? They might say he can't fight to me.
Right, because if they did a MMA fight with Floyd Mayweather and you're a jiu-jitsu black belt, you're gonna twist his ass up right away.
He stands no chance.
Like, even in my fight, like, I honestly thought that it was gonna be a lot closer than it was, and then I got hit a couple of times, and I was like, oh. Like, this was very unrealistic for me. I probably should have picked somebody if I was gonna do a boxing match that was a lot more down the totem pole. I mean, I feel it, but at the same time, I mean, like, you went for somebody bigger than you, and then it's like, if you gonna get up, why get up from somebody smaller than you? Why get up from why get up from somebody smaller than you or somebody littler than you? If you get up from somebody bigger, it's like people still respect you for getting in there and shit like that. Yeah. And that's how I feel about it with these fades. Like, I'm going for like in my case, I pretty much just did it because realistically, in terms of what I was going to get paid, the Jason Love fight was probably going to be the most I could possibly get paid because the story was the best, you know? Yeah. Whereas when I look at it now, like, if I was going to do another fight, for sure I would probably want to be a lot more careful about who I was actually down to do it with, because I don't really want to just make this a thing where I just go get beat up every 6 months.
Exactly. Okay. So what I would say is I would say I do the friendly fade factor and, like, I pair people up. So it's like, if I was you, I would get on with somebody, a podcaster. I would get on with a podcaster. This dude, he ain't gonna train, and he's about the same age. Get on with somebody who's not prepared to fight as well.
And see, okay, but that's the problem too, is that I was doing an interview the other day with this white dude, Ryan Palmall, who's like a comedian. He does like porn podcasts and shit like that. He's 190, and he and I were kind of joking around about us fighting, and I'm sort of thinking like, okay, I'm gonna be real. Like, I feel like you would probably be a better match. But then I see a clip on his story of him boxing, and he hits like a. And I know him as like a party boy. I know him from just drinking and going to clubs and doing Viagra and all the porn stars. And then I see a clip of him fighting, and I'm like, oh shit, maybe I ain't ready for that one either. I don't know.
Yeah. So if he knows how to throw a punch, you probably don't want to fight him. No, because it's not really nothing to laugh at, kind of, because it's a real thing. Like, a lot of people punch and they do shit, but they don't know how to throw a punch. They don't know the technique behind the punch. They don't understand that shit. So, like, if I was to get down with, let's say, for instance, I feel like Spody Face probably can fight. He's probably fought a lot of people that want, like, he fought a lot of fighters, and he can fight. Right. The man probably can't box. Yeah. I can box and I can fight. I can do both. Yeah. And my mindset is a lion. Like, it's a top dog, it's a top predator. You feel me? So you could be a top predator, but I'm a top predator too. You put a lion in there with a cheetah, they gonna fight. The cheetah ain't the one finna be a mark. They finna fight this shit out. If somebody die, they just die. Right. Yeah. Like,
I believe that Spody Face probably had a hell of phase while he'd been locked up, probably in the streets when he was younger, etc. But boxing is kind of a different thing. You know, it's like a totally different sport. If he gets in there against somebody who really knows how to box, it might be a totally different situation. So I hope he does it, though, because I really feel like this is just such a good opportunity for people in the hip hop space, the LA world, the podcasting space, to just be able to create another revenue stream, really keep the people excited. Because, like, even with King Pill, like, I feel like as a rapper and a podcaster, he's all right. But as a fighter, if he can really, like, get his shit going and really start whooping people, that's going to be, like, huge. That just, like, because I remember how much people hated Jake Paul. Like, I've been paying attention to Jake Paul for like 10 plus years. They hated him. Nobody respected him. And then he started beating all these people in all these fights, and it's just like completely changed the way people view him. Now, even if they hate him, they still look at him as the dude who actually put the work in and really learned to fight, you know?
Exactly. You know what? And I respect him. And when he got in there with Anthony Joshua, I respect him because He got his ass beat. He got mauled, but he.
But that was also the most legit challenger he ever took on. Everybody else was not even close to that dude, you know.
And that made me think like, imagine if somebody else was in there with Anthony Joshua. I don't think they would have won as long as Jake Paul.
Yeah. He held it in for quite a few rounds. You know, still found it pretty impressive. But also he got his jaw broken twice, so that might. I heard a lot of people saying that he might never fight again.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. He got up. He got up.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand what this shit take. They out here fighting. They go in there, they swing. They like, I'm go straight down the pipe on them. Boom, 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 boom. Like, man, the up out of here. You don't even know how to throw a pipe. When you lean back, I'm a lean back, and you shouldn't even lean back. If you really know how to fight, you would step back and get out of distance. You talking about leaning back? If you leaning back, I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. And this is like, if you ain't never trained boxing or MMA, I will beat your ass. That's it. I don't give a f if you're 400 pounds, you're 7'8". I don't give a f. You have to have training. It's so easy. It's so easy. When you throw a punch, to me, it just looks like it processes in my brain exactly what to do.
Yeah.
I see exactly the target, where to punch, everything. Like, and it's like you punching all wild and shit like that. Like, look, when I punch, I'm throwing a punch, I throw a jab, boom. Look, my head is down, my chin is blocked by my shoulder. You can't even hit my shoulder. I'm throwing a punch, and I'm not gonna hit you. When I hit you, you not in reach for me. I can hit you. You can't hit me. I'm keeping my distance. My arm's longer than yours, so I'm hitting you where you can't hit me back. I'm doing this shit. So when people think they could just fuck with me, it's insane. That you think you could fuck with me. You do not have training. You do not know how to throw a punch.
Damn. Yeah. So do you have another fight planned? Because the next brand risk, I think, is in March.
Yeah. So it's up. It's up because I'm finna have to get down with Super High Fire, and that's my boy.
Really?
So now I gotta do it to him.
Really?
So it's like,
he's a smaller dude, right?
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah.
I feel like he's not gonna be as much of a challenge as Aaron the Plumber would have been.
But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Aaron the Plumber probably would have been harder of a challenge to knock out, like to knock him out, the way he's built and shit like that. But the fighting, I never seen this nigga win a fight. I haven't seen him win shit. I haven't even seen this nigga win a scratcher. Like when have we seen him win? Like we haven't seen him win a rock paper scissor bet. Like he has never won anything. I never heard him say, "I just won." Nigga's a loser.
Wow.
Loser.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, Aaron the Plumber, I feel like we've seen him like get beat up on camera a couple of times. We've seen him get spit on, and that kind of like started to suck the aura out of him, because at first when he came out, everybody's like, oh, he's funny and he's a brawler. He can fight everybody. And then we kind of see him do a bunch of host shit, and I think it making everybody look differently at him.
He's like, I feel like people was respecting him for fighting. He got to understand that he could have got out there and got his ass beat, and it was okay. I don't think that he was scared to get his ass beat. This dude is just like this. I think something wrong with this dude. This dude got PTSD. I don't know what the fuck wrong with this dude. This dude, the shit he just posted is just crazy. Like his shit he posted is just crazy. Like he what's going on in his head is like, damn. Like I don't know what the type of shit going on in his head.
I mean, I interviewed his ex-girlfriend, and she was basically saying that I forget what she was saying, but basically like he might be low-key homosexual.
Yeah, he probably is homosexual or something like that. Shit.
He might be head of the sexual.
Doing that, talking about that her shit or something like that. I mean, as a man, I'd be like, that's the way I don't want to get disrespected. So some shit you just don't do if you don't want that shit to happen to you. Yeah. So hey, maybe he is gay for the way that I never even heard nobody.
Aaron the Plumber, live your truth.
Say no shit like that.
Live your truth. Like we'll like you more. If you come out as gay, we will like you more. We'll respect you for being who you are. But okay, so explain how the Friendly Fade Factory actually works. It's just a block or like a storefront, and people can just pull up and catch a fade, but you put gloves on?
So look, this is what the Friendly Fade Factory is. So the Friendly Fade Factory it's a safe spot where you could come squabble up, get in the gloves, get down with somebody, and you ain't got to worry about nothing. So we got people pulling up. They don't know each other from a can of paint. and they fighting, they getting down with people, and it's crazy because like we got some hood dudes here. They pull up sometimes, and they might be like thug looking dude or something like that. Some of them might be a part of a gang or something like that, and they'll come fight. But they'll be fighting like they'll be fighting like some different race or something, and it'd be like, you guys are not from the same community. You are from Burbank, and you are from South Central LA, and you're like a gang member. And now we got somebody from Burbank getting down with the gang member, and they fighting, and they cool, and they comfortable, and they good, shaking hands, following each other on Instagram after everything.
Yeah. But you're just doing it on the concrete? You're not setting up a ring or anything?
Okay, so we try not to do it on concrete, but I'm not gonna lie, like we squabble where if it's nowhere but concrete around, we can't help it. Like we can't help it.
So you move it around, you do different locations?
Yeah, I do different locations. I was doing MacArthur Park.
Nice.
I'm gonna do MacArthur Park again. Do something. Have Lush.
Dude, let's do it. I want to stream this. This sounds so good. I don't know if YouTube will let us stream it, but
yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah, we should do MacArthur Park.
Wait, so you had Lush hosting battles in MacArthur Park fights?
I want to. The next one MacArthur Park, I want to let Lush host it because he did pretty good. I did an event, Lush hosted it, and he did pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds fun. Yeah, MacArthur Park. Like, would you just let a random bum hop up in there and just fight somebody?
I kind of. We've had the bums get down before, but I always have to give them the gloves after, let them keep them because I'm like, don't shit after.
Nah, that's real. Otherwise, you gotta somehow industrial clean them.
But like so we pull up there. People pull up. I'm telling you, bro, these people will come from San Diego and pull up to MacArthur Park to fight, and that's like the shit. I'm telling you, bro, they coming from out the way. They coming from out the way, and they pulling up. They pulling up 2 hours away.
What's the dude from Europe?
A dude came from Europe, just dudes who just want to get some fame or clout, or they feel like they got something to offer. They'll just pull up and just be down to fight whoever.
Yeah, they pull up. Everybody pull up because it's like, I had people pull up for their birthday from Texas. Like, I'm coming from Texas. It's my birthday. I want to catch a fade. I'm out here.
That's
like,
a crazy birthday wish.
Yeah, and they do it a lot. I probably did like 10 people wanted to fight on their birthday. I did like already.
Bro, we got to do this. This sounds amazing. Yeah,
for sure.
For free, like not
Yeah, it's like, and then on top of that, like some people will say, like, well, do you like pay the people? Do you like no, these want to fight. They want to fight. That's just like how you say, like they want to see what they could do. Like, let's say, okay, whatever happened with Jason Love, but what if it was somebody that was at my same level? How would that fight have went? Yeah. And so that's what we doing, is pairing up stuff like that. So if I see the male lady right there walking by, I might be like, hey, come get in the gloves with this lady, just a little lady that's at the store or just walking selling ice creams. Pair them up, and now they fighting.
So you never had it where you did a friendly fade and a factory, and then nobody wanted to fight?
No, because I kind of meet up with the people before we even pull up. So I'm already like making sure that, all right, you gonna squabble, or are we finna meet up in MacArthur Park on Saturday?
Wow. Amazing. I got to look into this more. I don't know if YouTube will let us stream that, but it seems like a good idea.
People jump in. Hopefully they do, but I hit people up. And then when we get there, people want to join.
No headgear, just gloves.
So we do the headgear.
Oh, you do.
But people always say, like, I can't see with that shit on. I don't want
it is super annoying.
Yeah. So like they take it off. That's on them. But we got it there.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, that's fire. Okay. So what about your rapping career though? Because you do have one song that has been stuck in my head for long periods of time. Which I know you can recite it from memory right now, but
yeah, for sure.
When did you start rapping, and how motivated are you with that?
Okay, so when I started rapping was a very long time ago. I remember I was writing raps. I started writing raps in like 8th grade. I remember taking a rap to school in like 10th, 11th grade. I showed it to the homie. He was like, "That shit was funny. That shit was hilarious." And I'm like, "Damn, like I'm serious. What the?" But I remember rhyming like camel with apple and shit like that. So that shit probably was trash. But
if you say it right, I feel like it could work.
Yeah.
Somebody like Kodak Black can rhyme any words together because he's just got this crazy slur that he can just make shit work.
And you know what? So I used to rhyme back in the day. I used to rhyme when I used to rap. I used to rhyme. But then when I started thinking about it, like if I tell my story, I don't give a if it rap. If I'm saying some shit that really I don't give a what it sound like. I don't give a I'm gonna just put it on a beat. Yeah. And so when I'm turned up, nigga, I don't give a I'm like that, catch a fade anywhere. I'm outside, niggas ain't doing that. What I say? No fear is feeling like Jesus here. Toe tag a nigga with the everlast. Snakes in the grass, we ain't in the grass. I'm a concrete boy, such a maniac. Ain't a Californian man, don't know a nigga. Turned up, do my dance anywhere. Kicking back, ain't came out the shell. 20%, you ain't seen nothing yet. Really legit squabble mean over here. Hold up, what you say? I heard my name over there. I'm finna turn up on them. This ain't for Instagram. I ain't trying to be nothing I ain't already am. I'm finna put this blender on his ass. I got a V12 powering up my shit. Bro, the whole city telling me they with me. I'm finna blow up like the fourth in this bitch. I'm doing all type of shit they ain't never did. Jab, jab, jab. Like, come on, gang. Like, the shit that I'm saying is, like, I'm serious. Like, I could give a if it rhyme. I don't care, bro.
It's all about that energy.
Yeah, I don't give a
Definitely. Yo, but okay, I just wanted to get your perspective on this, is that at one point, and it kind of got up by the fireworks, but at one point I was trying to line up 4 Extra and King Pill to fight like 7-8 months ago.
Okay.
And then 4 Extra basically said no to it because his excuse was like King Pill's a smoker, which is not true. He was like, you know, he's a weirdo, which, okay, maybe, you know, and like, I guess like part of the reason that he ended up being even more against it was he just felt like King Pill was being disrespectful to his hood or whatever. But like, I don't know. I saw it at that moment where it felt like all of a sudden the comments went from like loving 4 Extra to kind of turning on him because they saw that as turning down a fight, because it's like the reason why he blew up in the first place was because everybody saw him in interviews talking about winning 20 fades in a row in prison and all this shit. So then the idea that even if you had, you know, 10 grand or 20 grand or whatever it was on the line and you were still going to turn it down, that just looked crazy to people. Yeah. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Because, and I'll be real, Spody Face, his cousin, I was mentioning that you should fight King Pill, and he was kind of saying some of the same things. He's like, nah, bro's a weirdo. Like, he's a weirdo, you know? And I'm kind of like, okay, but if you think he's a loser, if you think he's a weirdo, if you think he's a J-Cat, that's another good reason to fight him, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so for me, the reason why I'm fighting King Pill is because I know it's easy. It's nothing. I probably beat his ass in 30 seconds. It would show people to leave me the alone, that like you can't with me. That would be my only reason for fighting Spody Face 2 is because I know he's like a well-known like member, and so a lot of members think they could with me, but I guess because they where they from in their world. But I kind of want to show levels to this shit. So if we fight in a boxing ring, like I'm gonna have a lot to prove. Like I'm gonna have he's gonna be in, that's a bad position to be in front of me. And I told you, like, I was locked up and I couldn't really fight gang members fully how I wanted to because I was not in a position. So if you step in the ring with me, that would be the worst decision you could ever make in your life.
Yeah, for a gang member, it is tough because it's like, you know, I seen a ton of gang members like commentating on my fight or whatever, and it's like, bro, at the end of the day, I got in there. And I know you ain't gonna get in there.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
For me, I never prided myself as a fighter, so it don't really matter as much. But a lot of these dudes out there have this idea that they're a tough dude, but they would never actually get in there. And a lot of these dudes too, like they need the bread, like they need something going on. They ain't got nothing going on, and they're like not willing to do it. That's why you got to give it to Blueface. Blueface is famous as. And he has shown willingness to get in there and fight whoever over and over and over. And he's even right now, he's got a fight in May. He's talking about doing another fight in March before the fight in May. Like he's not worried about having 6 months to get ready. Like he's ready to just go.
He's a squabbler. He's a squabbler. Like who give a bag? Okay, I done fought for free. I done had 100 of them. Like, oh, you talking about 100 bands? Shoot it. Yeah. And then like who give a? And that's what I'm saying. Like, man, just get out. But on the King Pill situation, to really elaborate on, to explain it, is that, remember when I said, oh, you got, people see you as this person? Okay, well, let me fight you. Let me beat you up. Let me take some of your aura. And they feel like King Pill doesn't have no aura for me to take.
Yeah, and his aura might be a little lower after he got beat up the other day.
Yeah, it's like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my main thing with 4 Extra at that time too was like, you have never fought anybody, so you're untested as a draw, you know, like people don't really know who you are as a boxer and shit. So it's like, if you want to get to the point of being able to fight on something like brand risk, realistically, you're going to have to warm up, you know, and you should be willing to take fights with people who are way below you skill wise, because every single W just makes your record look better and better. Now, obviously, unfortunately, he blew his hand off. That kind of up the motion with that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, and I just love the idea of, like, you know, us building up different people from the LA street area and being able to get them on promotions like Brand Risk or Misfits or whatever, because like I feel like that shit's just gonna help build up stars in this little universe, you know?
It is, and it's like, you know, people being able to sell a fight, do their thing. That's why it's like, you know, you pop your shit, I'm gonna pop my shit, like you feel me? And we gonna meet up. We're going to put each other in the jar, and we're going to shake that shit up, and we're going to see what happens. And that's just how but we're going to leave with a bag, and we're going to feed our families, and we're going to be like a lot of people are in a situation where for generations they've been up. Like you walk around with your hair up, your mama walked around with her hair up, your grandma walked around with her hair up. Y'all walk around with your hair up. Who gonna be the first one to walk around with their hair done? Who gonna be the first one to walk around with their hair done?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So like, for me, that's what I'm on. Like, I'm moving like I'm thinking of myself as an ancestor as I'm here. So I'm like, I'm somebody's ancestor already. So I'm about to move and put my family ahead. You feel me? I'm on that. So when it comes to this boxing shit, it give you a platform for that type of growth, to change your whole family line of path. All you gotta do is fight.
Exactly, because like that's why I was pissed off about Aaron the Plumber's fight with you not working out, because from my perspective, you whoop his ass, all of a sudden K-Mac is a way bigger star.
Yeah, for sure.
They're gonna be trying to figure out who to put you against next, and it would just keep building. And I seen it with my boy Chase Demore, who is the one who beat Andrew Tate recently. Before that, I think he was only getting like 5,000 for fights and shit. He fought Andrew Tate. I think they gave him $300K to fight Andrew Tate. It was pretty good. But then the fights he's had since then are like that. They're like, you know, 6-figure bags and shit. And like, all he had to do was beat up one really famous guy, and now he's just in the conversation. They're trying to find him bigger and bigger fights. And I mean, I feel like if you beat up Aaron the Plumber, boom, then the next fight you're going to get is going to be somebody famous. It's going to be somebody who is actually like really going to get you more and more money. And all of a sudden you go from a dude who's just fighting on the streets to a dude who's got a real record going, and probably different gyms around here are going to really want to embrace you and really help you train and get better and better.
For sure.
Kimbo Slice?
Like Kimbo
well,
Slice
that is a good point. That's the OG Street Fighter, yeah.
For sure. And you know what? Like, you know
rest
what?
in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, for sure. That was gonna be a good one. Like man, like how I feel about that fight. Like, man, Aaron is a buster. Like, he's a buster, but I don't even want to just want to like get on him because he's sick in the head. Yeah. So I wouldn't like spend too much time knowing he lost in his mind. I wouldn't like make fun of him, because I feel like it's like making fun of an autistic person or something like that, because I feel like something truly wrong with this man.
Yeah. You
get what I'm saying? But I will say, how did that shit make me feel? Nigga, like, Before I was getting down with gang, like how I saw that shit, like, bro, I live in the streets, like I live in the ghetto, and not a gang, so I'm not in the gang, so I don't say like the hood, but like, you know, I live in the hood. So what I'm walking out, I'm watching people right there, leaned up, needles right there, knocked the off, sipping like computer dust and all of this shit. Like, when I walk outside, I'm stepping over these sleeping like right there and shit like that. I'm around here, like I'm seeing people pulling out knives on people when I go buy my groceries and shit. Like it's crazy. I'm about to watch out before I knock you out, bro. Stop playing with me. Get away from me. Stop talking to me. Like, I'm on this all the time. I'm really over here. And so like when Aaron the Plumber, like when I got that fade, I'm like, I'm making it out the hood. Like, the hood is gone. Like, I'm not in the hood no more. Like, y'all ain't gonna see me over here no more. Like, all this stepping over people, stepping over sleeping homeless people when I'm walking up the street and shit like that, it's over with. And when gang pulled out that fight, I was like
Yeah, I felt bad seeing you at the press conference and like we're all seated up there doing the interviews or whatever, and I just see you in the crowd with your camera just filming and shit, and I'm like, damn, like my boy really was like supposed to be up here, and he just had the whole opportunity taken from you, and all of a sudden you're in Miami for no reason. I mean, I'm sure you had fun and shit, but damn, I know that was such a letdown.
Yeah, it was a letdown, bro. I flew over there. I'm like, bruh, like, you feel me? Like, man, like just flying on that plane. Like when I'm on a plane, like just my mindset, I'm ready to go. Like I'm ready to go. Like I'm ready to go. Like, and people don't understand like the emotions and all this shit behind fighting. They don't understand that shit. Like when you fight somebody on the street, you get into it with them, boom, boom, y'all mad, y'all get down. You got all the stamina, you got all the adrenaline in the world. But let somebody tell you you're gonna fight this man in 30 days.
Yeah.
He looks bigger than you, he looks more in shape than you, and you're gonna fight him in 30 days.
Yeah.
You looking at his videos, you like, he looks sharper than me.
Yeah.
You gotta fight him in 30 days. They don't know the mindset that take on you. Then
That's all you think about for the next 30 days.
Come
It's
on,
like
bro.
just stressing you the out. Yeah.
Bro, they don't know this shit. Then you gotta go training. You sweating, you dripping your shirt. Well, I need to change my shirt, but you know what? It's gonna pay off. You putting in all this work you gotta put in. You wanna stop? I can't stop. Like you doing all this shit. You can't even drink a soda. You like, that's horrible for me. I can't drink a soda for 30 days. And it's like, you got these habits that you can't do. Imagine instantly getting a phone call and breaking your habits after the phone call. Like,
yeah.
You got all these habits.
Right. Like I've been a nail biter my whole life. And as soon as I found out I fight, I stopped biting my nails, stopped smoking weed, didn't even think about drinking, stopped, no ice cream, no sweets. Like, that's honestly the best thing I can say about it too. Even though my fight obviously went horribly, is just that kind of like, it was just like flipping a switch. Or like I just immediately started taking my whole life a lot more serious and just living cleaner and shit, you know?
Yeah, bro, like that's what it do. And so I know you put that work in. So when people were like, I don't respect it, all that shit, I'm like, bro, when somebody step in that ring, I'm gonna if they last for 5 seconds. Best believe that they didn't put in 5 seconds of work. They didn't they training, they had to make they made sacrifices. They had to flip their mind, you know what I'm saying, hit that switch. And it's like people don't understand what it takes. Like when you get in there and then it's like those lights, they like the lights are on me. You don't understand the lights. These are like the lights that be at the club and you can see the motherfuckers from the freeway. Like these are them lights inside of a building flashing on it. You're like, damn, nigga, like them motherfuckers bright to the motherfuckers.
I mean, it's a crazy feeling because like even Wack was saying like I felt like you panicked. I'm like, I didn't panic. I just got in. Like, you don't have the option of panicking because as soon as you get in the ring and you look at the other guy, it's like you don't have any room in your brain for being nervous, for feeling shitty, for whatever. It's just straight life or death in that moment. Like, you got to just, it's just going down and you're nervous as before it. Like, in the lead up to it, I was backstage for probably like 3 hours before it happened. I'm taking a piss every 20, 30 minutes. I took probably 3 shits in the course of 3 hours. You know, your body is just, it knows what's about to go down and it's doing everything it can to get you ready for this. And I mean, it's crazy. My boy Vel lives in Long Beach and he's really trying to get into the boxing thing too. So I feel like we should definitely do a stream or something where we come out there and just get in the ring and see how it goes. Yeah.
That should go up. You know what I'm saying?
Fun.
Stream. I'm ready to start streaming, go up. I'm ready to start streaming, going up with the streaming bag and everything like that. And it's a lot. It's just a lot to put in this fighting shit. And so when people are not from the fighting world and they try to fight somebody who's in that world, who's only eating fruits and vegetables, they're not eating pork, they're not eating certain meats, they're only eating clean, they're not stopping at fast food. If they stop to get food, they're going to stop at Simply Salad.
I love Simply Salad. That's my favorite spot.
You know what I'm saying?
I used to eat that shit all the time. They don't Postmates to my crib now. Even when I was on Melrose, I couldn't get it Postmated there. When I was downtown, I could Postmates it, and now here, no chance.
That's funny.
Love Simply Salad. They got the best salads.
Yeah, I gotta go there again. But man, like they don't fucking understand this shit, Adam. They don't understand this shit. These sacrifices. It's like you don't live in this world, and then a lot of people they think they're gonna step into somebody else's world and f them up. This ain't even your world. You in somebody else's world. Like the rules that you live by, the gravity is different here. You know what I'm saying? So the rules you live by, that shit don't go down over here. That's why people go out of town and get killed. I don't give a who you was in your city. I don't give a
Right.
If you started that city, nigga, you could start that shit. You could run every person in there.
Yeah.
You come to a different city, you're nothing over here. This is a different city. There is a different person up at the top. Somebody will hurt you, and I don't give a if you connected with one race, another race will hurt you. It will be assassinated. Like
a few different times in my life, I've had people tell me like, I'll never get up. Nobody will ever whoop my ass. Nobody will ever get one over on me. And I have one that really stands out in my brain. When I was 19, I met this dude. He was going to some party with us in Boston. We drive like 45 minutes to get there or whatever. And on the way, he's talking about how hard he is and how nobody will ever fuck him up. At that party, he got his teeth knocked out by some dudes that he taught. He said something rude to him, and boom, he gets his teeth knocked out by these dudes. And so even at like 19, I was like, all right, you never want to be the dude acting that cocky funny. And thinking nothing could happen to you.
For sure. And it's like, yeah, you don't want to be that cocky. And that's what I see with a lot of these dudes is that they be so cocky. They think nothing can happen to you. Oh, whoop, oh, whoop him. I beat him up. They look at you, they like, I'm this type of person. I'm holding this type of image. He holding that image. I'll beat him up. Oh. I'm in this Lamborghini. Oh, he in that little up Honda. I'll beat his ass.
Yeah.
I can't let like you think that like bruh, this like what the what the it's not that like you know what I mean. I ain't gonna lie. It's just not that like. Lost my train of thought. But
Nah, but yo, so you were in juvenile hall with Almighty Suspect?
Was I? Okay, so no, I went to Washington Preparatory High School with Almighty Suspect.
Oh, okay. Because he said that that some Blackstones were tripping on you because of your name and that you weren't going up for all and you stood on business and stuff. I guess there was a clip of Suspect talking about that.
Oh, yeah. So I probably was. He is right. And so, yeah, he probably was locked up. But when you locked up, bro, I think I went to watch him. But yeah, but I probably was locked up with him in there too. I mean, I can't remember every face. I was in there with so many people. Like it was everybody. I got a story with like if anybody from LA, damn near like they probably seen me somewhere. I mean, like you. And that's another thing. Like when a lot of people be talking shit on Instagram and shit like that, they act like I'm not a real person. Like I'm not one of these other celebrities. Like let's say, like for instance, for me. You'll see me on Instagram, but bro, you will see me at Food for Less on Slauson and Western getting my food. Like you will see me in a you might see me walking up the street, like walking up that like
right.
rapping my music or something. Like I'm really out here in these streets. Like I'm really out here in these streets. And I'm not saying that to say like I'm hard or something. Like nigga, I'm in a situation, man. I'm trying to get out. Like you shouldn't be over here playing with me.
For sure. That's why I think that you're going to have a big career because I feel like you got the respect from the people that realize that you're not disrespecting people, not being a dick, being an internet troll. You're just really like trying to make it as a boxer and an entertainer.
Like, I am.
Especially being a non-affiliate, that means the whole city going to be able to root for you.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's what I love. And I'm not going to lie, LA, bro, like even the gang members, they love me. I think the gang members show me the most respect, like the most respect. They'll get out the car. Like they get out the car. They see me in 7-Eleven. They get out the car. Came in and see me like, nice to meet you, bro. Like what you doing? I love what you doing. They were respectful. They have 50 tattoos on their face. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like, but they really respect me. I see groups of gang members all the time. They like, I throw the hooks. They tell the homie like, he'll beat your ass, gang. He'll you up. And I'm like, these dudes is cool. It's like they show me love.
Definitely. So it hasn't been announced yet, but you're planning on fighting in March on Brand Risk? Yeah.
So yeah, I received a message about fighting on March in Brand Risk. So I'm supposed to probably fight Super Hot Fire. That's what I'm gonna get out with.
That's legendary right there.
Yeah, that's legendary. That's my boy right there. That's a good one. I mean, see, Super Hot. Here's the thing about Super Hot. Super Hot is really like that. Super Hot is just from a different world where it's not like ours. It's not like our world, but he's really like that. So I remember when he was getting down one of the fighters at the time on my page, who, you know, I'm not gonna speak on him too much. I'm not gonna speak on him too much because we don't really talk like that. And when he talk about me, he be speaking shit, and I ain't gonna bring him up and even make him relevant. But yeah, so when he was fighting this dude, I called him. I'm like, Super Hot, you know, I don't know if you're ready for this fight. Like, you sure you want to do this and all of that? Because Super Hot was like somebody like kind of that was kind of made it before he did his shit. Like he had all this publicity. For me, it was like somebody that could network with. So I didn't want to fuck up the network by the homie beating the shit out of him. Now he never want to see us again.
Yeah.
So I called him and told him like, I don't think you could fuck with him. He like, you think that? I'll get you an Uber to come fight me right now.
Woof. Really?
Like,
yeah, I don't want to downplay Super Hot Fire at all. I have no idea what he has to offer as a fighter, but it is crazy because he was like one of the first viral internet dudes in the history of LA, and then he kind of just dipped off and just said like he wasn't feeling it. He just sort of fell back. I think he deleted all his videos for a while. But yo, if he gets knocked out, they got to have the stream ready to play the clip of
yeah, they don't have it ready. Yeah, but I'm not a boxer. There's gonna be memes for sure. Unfortunately, I gotta do that to him because I'm writing my story and I'm not about to write my shit where I lose. I damn near don't. I don't even like the way I write it. I mean, I don't even want to go there and be like, by decision. Like I don't even want to go to decision. Like I want to knock him out. But I do want to knock him out because it's like I'm trying to get, I should be dusting you off. I'm trying to fight damn near think I could with Mayweather today. Whew. Like he's small, he's short, but yeah, I would get in the ring with gang today, tomorrow, on the stream, whatever, for free. I don't give a I just want, like, I got something to prove to myself and to the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm on that, like.
Nah, for sure. That's gonna be legendary. I hope that March works out because I'm definitely trying to go out there to Florida and stuff. I don't know. I heard a whisper that maybe Blueface could be on the card too, so that would be pretty legendary. But
I will fight gang too.
Oh,
I will fight gang too though. But I don't. But at the same time, like you feel me? Like I mean, he fighting Swaggy P.
Yeah.
He fighting dudes that's like way up there, you know. What I'm saying?
You win a couple fights, like, boom, you're in line. You know,
they up there, so I wouldn't be surprised if you be like, you know what, I don't want to. Why would I want to fight him? I could fight somebody else. You feel me? I understand, but I would do a boxing match with him.
Hell yeah. No, that'd be sick. Yeah, because we all did cardio that one day at the stairs in Calabasas.
He's tall. He's tall.
I think he's losing a little bit of weight as he keeps training and stuff because, you know, he had to eat so much to put on that weight that I heard that he's kind of like dropping weight a little bit. So I don't know, but I think he's still like around like 210 or something, which he was 150 when he last boxed. So he's like a totally different dude now.
So how much is he right now? You said like how much?
I think he's like 210.
210?
Something like that.
I'm like 205 right now. He can't be 210. That dude gotta be like 220.
Maybe it is a little more. I don't know. Yeah.
220. Yeah, probably for sure. But yeah, but like I say, it's respect. You know, Blueface solid with me. I ain't got nothing against him. I think he a cool person. I f with him. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I would box anybody in the ring for a bag. Like I'm getting down with you.
He's in the same category. Yeah, he ain't worried about shit.
We could be best friend. I ain't got no best friend. I'm saying I don't. But I'm saying like I don't give a f if I knew you my whole life. Like we can fight for a bag.
Facts. All right, yo, I'm looking forward to it. K-Mac going crazy. I'm about to send a Spotify a picture of these, let him know that you're interested in getting him in the ring.
Yeah, interested. And you know something for him to practice for that. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. And in King Pill, I wanted to do that just because it's an easy fade, especially if I get a bag for fighting King Pill. Like, this would be the easiest money I've ever made in my life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even think they would allow that shit. I don't think that shit would be legal. Like, that would be like rigging a fight. Like,
I feel like they would, like, Brandmers might be down for that just because King Pill is so big and you're way smaller than him that it might kind of make sense, you know?
Yeah, I'll fuck him up in a few seconds, but
I kind of believe it too.
Yeah, because his cardio was horrible, and then the dude he was fighting, he was doing his shit. I follow him on Facebook and all of that, but but when you start boxing, you know, he did his shit like. But what I'm saying is like, if he get out with me, I feel like I have more. It's more natural for me. It's nothing to think about. You gonna swing at me? I'm accidentally dodge and throw a hook at the same time without even thinking. So it's like these dudes you fighting, like I sleep, breathing, eat this shit.
Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to it. K-Mac the Great. Make sure you follow him on Instagram. He's got a lot of good stuff coming. Don't stop playing with him. That's a factoid.
Stop playing with me.
Hey, man. Much respect. I know we had our issues in the past, but I'm glad we patched it up. I'm definitely trying to help make sure your career goes crazy. Appreciate you guys pulling up. K-Mac the Great. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe. Coolest podcast in the world. That's your move. That's your signature move.
That's my shit. Stop playing with me.
Let's go.